Well, well, well. Look who it is. I mean, y'all should be saying that to me, but how have you guys been? I've missed you guys so much. These last like 8 months have been just up and down like a big roller coaster, just very. Can't even explain it, honestly. There's so much that I have to tell you guys because I feel like you guys have been like out of the loop and everything like that, and I just don't want to keep it like that. And you guys need to know like what happened, why I've been gone, and Patrick, what the fuck happened to you? You know what I'm saying? The last time we had those amazing Baja shrimp tacos, and I highly encourage you to make it because it's very simple and it's really good. This time we're gonna be making teriyaki chicken with like charred vegetables and some steamed rice. I'm gonna make like some ginger garlic rice. It's gonna be so good. This will be a 1 skillet dish, so I'm gonna be using my cast iron skillet to make the chicken, the vegetables, the sauce, all that. So with that being said, let's get this started. All right, we're gonna get everything finally chopped before I marinate. Y'all, it feels so good to be back. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. And you know, the habanero, it's optional. You don't have to do that. If you want a spicy and you can't really take habanero spice, then I'll probably do like a jalapeno or a serrano, or maybe even a Fresno chili. But yeah, you want to get everything finely chopped. Y'all, I had to get out of that damn chef's coat because it was so goddamn hot. Like I turned my AC off because, you know, I don't want any noise in the background, but it's so hot outside that my AC cannot catch up at the moment. But I just finished the veggies and all that, so they're right here. We have the chicken right here, and for those who try to get up in my comments, yes, the chicken is clean. Calm down. So we're gonna add the garlic, jalapenos. We're gonna add the habaneros, the garlic and the ginger. And habaneros are optional, you already know that. It's like a little extra kick. And then we're gonna add some Chinese 5 spice, which I love. You can get it at your local Asian market. It's pretty good, honestly. It adds a nice kick to the chicken for sure. A little bit of that. And then just be careful with the soy sauce, it's very salty. Do like maybe a tablespoon, well, tablespoon and a half, there we go. I would definitely leak the ingredients in, well, not the captions, but I'll have it placed on the screen. And then with the fish sauce, definitely be careful with this because a little bit goes a long way. And then we're gonna do black soy sauce as well, and this is good for the color. These things are kind of hard to get up. Never mind. Oh, that's because I cut like a little slit in it. Because those things are hard to get off. And then you're just gonna add just a pinch of salt to kind of penetrate the chicken to get everything just incorporated up in there. All right. Now I'm about to give this thing a quick mix real quick. And then so I've done teriyaki chicken before, and I usually do it skinless, but I'm gonna try it with the skin on. But what I did was I loosened the skin a little bit. That way I can add all the ingredients underneath and then on the surface. That way it can have flavor like within every little bite, you know? All right, cool, let me get this mixed up real quick. Now that all this is incorporated, flatten it down, and then you're gonna let it sit in the fridge for about an hour. But ideally you wanna do it overnight, but I'm kinda on a time crunch, so yeah, definitely an hour for sure. I would just cover it up with plastic wrap, or you can cover it with foil. Let me show that real quick. Lord, I'm running out of plastic wrap, oh my Lord. This is the first time that I've done, you know, a video kind of without a voiceover, because I'm gonna do a voiceover, but I'm just kind of like freestyling it right now because I've never actually done that before. But I think I'm gonna start doing that because I think this is kind of fun. It's I'm a little nervous doing it, but I mean, as you can tell, because I'm not used to doing it, but this is actually kind of fun. I like this. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, and put it in the fridge for about an hour. Oh, look at me. See, this is what happens behind the scenes, behind the edits, the bloopers, because there's always some shit happening. See, look at this. See what just happened? And I try to put, Lord have mercy. Yeah, this is what happens. So you can see the real, you know? But yeah, definitely place this in the fridge for about an hour. Like, look. I could not. While that's in the fridge for an hour, what you're gonna do is you're gonna clean as you go. Get all your dishes done, get your countertops cleaned off and sanitized and all that, and get ready for the next task. Chicken is ready. It's been an hour. Actually, it's been a little bit over an hour, to be honest. And then I'm just gonna let this heat up for a little bit. And then once it begins smoking, I'm then going to sear it on both sides, and then I'm gonna place it in the oven until it finishes. Yep, just let it cook in the oven. That way, you know, it slow cooks, you know, gets nice and tender, and then you can cook your rice and do whatever you need to do. Yeah, that's how I like to do it. Let's see here. Do a little test and see if it's ready to. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah. Skin side down first. That way the skin can get crispy. So I decided to mute the rest because I didn't know if the sizzling would be overbearing to anybody. So yeah, you definitely want to do skin side down first because you want it to be extra crispy, of course. And then once you brown everything on both sides, you're going to place it in the oven on 300 degrees for about, 30-40 minutes. That way it can slow cook, and then you can get everything else done, like cleaning as you go, the rest of the sides that you decide to use, like, rice or veggies or whatever you decide to cook. And if you decide to do this method of putting it in the oven after you brown your chicken, please use an oven-safe pan. I don't need anybody cussing me out in the comments if they decide not to use an oven-safe pan. Like, this is your warning, okay? I don't care what anyone says, wash your rice. Wash your rice until the water becomes clear, because I don't know if you've seen how rice plants work. You can do your research on your own. But yeah, definitely wash the rice until the water becomes clear. And then I did 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water. And I had the water boiling. I added a little bit of salt. I added my ginger and garlic. And then once I added the rice, I did a quick little mix. And then I reduced the heat to low and let it cook fully through. All right, now we're gonna begin the teriyaki sauce. So just be careful when toasting your ingredients because, I added a habanero. It's optional, you don't have to do that. If you want something more mild, I would definitely go for a Fresno chili or a serrano pepper or a jalapeno. But once I was done toasting everything at medium heat, I reduced the heat to low. That way I can, add the soy sauce and the brown sugar. That way it wouldn't cook too fast and burn. And then also I added a little bit of water and rice wine vinegar. I added water because I needed to dilute it a little bit. That way it wasn't too overpowering. And then I started off with a cup of brown sugar, and then I gradually added more, for my liking. And then I wound up adding 1 2/3 cups of brown sugar. And then I also added a cornstarch slurry as well to thicken it up. I added 1 teaspoon of cornstarch and 1 teaspoon of water together, and then I just mixed it and added it to the teriyaki sauce. Almost said soy sauce. Lord have mercy. I cannot speak today, apparently. But yeah, once the teriyaki sauce cools down, then it'll definitely thicken up for sure. It may not be thick while it's hot, so just be careful of, adding too much cornstarch because it's going to be very gritty, very thick, and it's going to have a really foul taste that you're not going to like. I've done it before, so definitely learn from my mistakes for sure. After cooking the chicken on low heat in the oven, I add the teriyaki sauce, and then I place it back in the oven on low broil, but I put it on the second rack though. That way it can caramelize slowly, but then you also have time to clean and, cook the rest of your items that you're going to be cooking with this meal and all that. So I kind of did it strategically. But it definitely worked out for sure. Ever since I discovered cooking broccoli like this, I have not done it any other way, for real. So I added 2 to 3 tablespoons of neutral oil. I added some salt to kind of bring out the moisture of the broccoli. And then I just started charring it. Add a little bit of water to have it steam a little bit and cook. It's so good, y'all. Y'all definitely have to try it. And then I added some lemon juice as well. Oh my goodness. yeah, lemon charred broccoli is really good, and I highly recommend it for sure. You guys, this meal was so good. It would definitely knock your socks off for sure. If you guys try it, please let me know. And it feels so good to be back. I've missed you all. Hope you enjoy this recipe. Y'all see this? Listen, when I tell you I'm excited, I'm excited. Like for real. Look at this. Ooh. It's been such a long day. Cause like this is my first time filming in so long. So there was just so many like hiccups. There was like malfunctions. I had to fix shit. And then like at the grocery store, I'll tell y'all about it in a second. Let me just. It's so good because of like the way I charred it. And just put like some salt and some lemon juice. I actually discovered that myself about a few months ago. I was like, this kind of sounds good. I'm like, all right. Rice, can't go with steamed rice. And then this teriyaki sauce is really good too. And like I put the habanero in there and it's really good. Like it has like a little kick, almost as if like you put, I don't know, chili peppers in there. Not chili peppers, I meant chili flakes. Whew, my Lord. But the real star of the show, let's get to this chicken real quick because I haven't even tried it yet, honestly. That is probably the best teriyaki chicken I've ever had in my life. Like way better than the last one that I made like a few videos ago. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. Oh, that is a game changer. I do have the non-spicier version, like I have it written down and everything, but you know me, I just like a good kick. But this is amazing. Oh my God. All right, so not gonna ignore the elephant in the room. So yes, my last video was about 4 months ago. And that was my last one. And prior to that, things were kind of rocky for me. I would say from like November to April, it was pretty rocky. Like work was cool. It got it was slow kind of, cause I used to bartend on Fremont, and then, you know, I got involved with somebody and then that didn't work out. And then, you know, my old job was being kind of like it was just a lot going on. And then so in April, I wind up not working at the place in downtown anymore in Fremont. I wound up getting a job on the Strip a week later. So then I started working there up until recently. And working there was so challenging. And it wasn't challenging on my behalf as far as like my work ethic. It was challenging because management. Like they would make everybody feel so uncomfortable. And every time I walked in, I would just feel like I'm walking into like the Lion's Den or Hunger Games or I don't know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I know that last part's a little bit dramatic, but I just never felt so uncomfortable at a job before. And they just have a fine way of making you feel uncomfortable. And I just didn't like it. Like I did what I had to do for the most part. And they're constantly like nitpicking and like making you nervous and stuff like that in order for you to like slip up and stuff. And I just didn't really like the vibe there. Like my coworkers were cool, you know, I got along with them, but as far as management, like I dreaded going to work. like they work your ass down. And it's like, it's on the strip, so it's busy, whatever, get it. And I would have like these bags underneath my eyes. I would go to work tired. I would go there unmotivated. And quite frankly, like I just got tired of it, like very quickly. And I just, for my mental health and my sanity and the way that I operate, it just was not fit for me. And with the nitpicking and stuff like that and just poking, yeah. I was like, you know what, I cannot do this. But then I wound up getting furloughed. So I'm just like, okay, well that worked out. And so I'm just taking this break in order to, you know, kind of get myself together. And that's the reason why I took the break too. I just wanted to like get my mental health in order and just like actually just breathe, because I just felt like I've been on go like for years. Like ever since I moved out here, I just been on go for years. And now it finally feels like I have a break, you know? Like I sleep in, like I play video games and like I relax, and it's just so refreshing. And then today I was just like, you know what, let me make a video. And so that's exactly what I did. I went to the grocery store. So initially I was supposed to make wings. I was gonna make, you know, my recipe, my buffalo cilantro, and then I was gonna make my lemon pepper wet wings. But then I get to the grocery store and not really realizing how expensive everything has gotten. Like I was gonna get some butter. It's $8 for like 2 sticks of butter. I was gonna get lemon pepper seasoning. Lemon pepper seasoning for a little ass bottle like this costs $8.99. No. So I was like, you know what? Well, I already have half the ingredients for this recipe right here, so might as well just like do that. So I like had the plan B like super quick. And I do have a dehydrator right here, so I'm just gonna go back to making my own seasonings because that's just ridiculous. Inflation is just wild. I'm like, why are y'all price gouging for this stuff? It does not make sense to me at all. Oh, and then I went to California to see my mom, my sisters, well, my 2 sisters, and some friends, family, and for the 4th of July weekend. And then I flew there, and then my mom wanted to drive me back to, you know, spend more time. And then, you know what, let me just show you real fast. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm exhausted, but I have to get ready to go to the airport because I'm going to California to see my family. I have not seen them in like a year. It's been so long. The only thing that keeps me from driving this car, half-light jackknife into the canyon at night. Signs and yeah, mom. She put it to the wrong lane. Slain Medusa, Pegasus, a light from us all. Do I care if I survive this? Bury the dead where they're found. In a veil of great surprises, I wonder, did you love me at all? The only thing that keeps me from cutting my arm, cross edge, warm bath, holiday in after dark. Yeah, so once we got back to Vegas, my mom and my sister, they stayed with me a couple more days, and then they wound up driving back to LA, and then I just wound up working, and then here I am. So that's pretty much my life update. It's been a very, very long journey for me. And the thing is, like, I'm a very strong, resilient person. I know this. And there's just gonna be times where I have my down days where I'm like, okay, I need to take a break from something that's kind of like overstimulating. That way I can like just breathe a little bit, you know? And sometimes I kind of like shut down a little bit. Like I'll ignore people's calls, like sometimes, or like I'll miss them, and then it'll be like hours later, like after I've woken up, I'm like, damn, should I call them back? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? So like I have a hard time with that, and you know, me and how I operate, which is probably not the healthiest. Whenever I'm going through something, I like to just take the time to myself to kind of figure it out. And then once I come up with a solution, then I'd rather just talk about it afterwards, because I don't want it to be like, oh, well, you're going through this, you're going through that, and you're constantly asking for this and asking for that. I don't ask people for shit unless I really, really have to. I like to exhaust all my options before I be like, Mom, best friend, like, you know, like I like to do that, and then, you know, they get on my ass about it. But you know, I'm a work in progress, and I'm not perfect, and you know, I just wanted to show you guys that it's not always smiling over here. You know, that's just not me. Like, yeah, I'm always smiling because, you know, I like to laugh and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes I'm really going through some things and people don't really notice because I'm always smiling. But I think this was like a good moment for me to kind of just like share that with you all. That way you have a better understanding of who I am as a person, because I'm not the same person that a lot of you met years ago, decades ago. You know, I'm vastly different, like very, very different. You know what I'm saying? And it just feels nice to be back on camera. Like, it's just so natural for me, and I can just talk and just have endless things to talk about. And I just feel so comfortable doing it because I know that I have people who actually care about me who's watching, and people who actually loves making my recipes and supporting me, and that means a lot. It really does. I know I'm babbling, but this food, y'all need to follow this recipe verbatim. And I'm so serious. And I'm getting so full. I hate that. I don't know what it is, but like as I've gotten older, I can't eat full meals anymore. I don't know what that's about. I'm like, why? And I don't know, it's weird. It's just like, I don't know, I don't like to get full because then I feel like lazy and sluggish and all that. I'm just like, But what I will say is that I appreciate every last one of you for not only being patient, but for being caring and understanding and just being supportive. I love that. I really do. Because this right here, my baby. And I've missed it so much. And I'm glad that I'm in a position where I can do it again. Okay, I'm full. I'm gonna have to eat this later or tomorrow. Woo! Y'all, this Vegas heat is no joke. Look at my chest. And then that damn chef's coat I was wearing earlier, I had to take it off. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I was melting. I was done. Man, it is so good to like just hang out and talk with you guys, honestly. But I'm gonna have to wrap this video short because I have so much editing to do. I've already cleaned, so I'm good there. But right now, I need to go just lay down, cool down, turn the AC on, and just relax a little bit. Before I go, this chicken is fire. All the ingredients that I put in there, the 5 spice, the but soy sauce. The habaneros, the garlic, the ginger, all that. You can taste that. And the thing is, I'm sorry, I know I had to come back on because I'm. The thing is like, I only marinated for like, I think like 2 hours. And I'm like, imagine it overnight. And then not only that, this fire ass teriyaki sauce that's like just coated around it. Oh my God, this chicken would change your life. And all the like the fish sauce and the Chinese spice and all the Asian ingredients, you can find it at your local Asian market. And if you don't have it in the state or the city that you live in, then I'm so sorry. You might want to try Amazon and see. All right, I'm about to go now. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in on this new recipe. If you have any questions about it or any other recipes that I've made in the past, feel free to let me know on Instagram, Mr.Westcoast, or you can leave a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.